Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome into my students that are members of this channel and those that are members of my Discord for the channel. I am DaveC. I am the head instructor of DaveC's Taekwondo, which is a brand new channel on YouTube. We're growing, and we're working hard to grow things. I, tonight I'm planning on talking about myself a little bit of my background, why I love Taekwondo, and obviously why I love, um, there's a million and one reasons. Um, I love the camaraderie of it, the brotherhood of the martial arts, the shared passion for the love of the martial arts with other people. And I honestly have enjoyed it. Eventually, I do hope to um, open a studio, um, but for now, I'm going to do some something different a little bit than I normally. It's probably not used to. Now I know there's YouTube videos on how to do forms and other things and things like that. But you know, this is going to be kind of a different channel. Um, I don't know how outside of the norm it would be, but I do intend to have, the training dojo will be mostly of training videos, from live streams like I'm doing now to explain who I am, my background a little bit, where we're going to go with this channel. Um, and I do hope that, people come and enjoy it. Even if you're not into martial arts, maybe you want to learn about different cultures. We will, like I said, my big thing is I plan on doing different history videos on the different martial arts, not just Taekwondo, but Kung Fu, um, Jiu-Jitsu, Judo, Aikido, Hapkido, um, regular karate. Just things to expand and learn on them, as well as you know help to govern the students that are part of my thing. And so far, I've got and when I mean students, I mean people that just that come over. They may want to. Some of them, mainly, it's just friends who are supporting me, and what maybe they might get interested. I don't know. Maybe I can turn them on to the martial arts. Maybe they'll learn some other things. Um, it's all what it's all about. Obviously, um, but like I said, my name is David uh, C. I am I am definitely a I have studied Taekwondo for 10 years. Um, started in I actually trained between 1990 and 1999. So about 10 years that I've done um, Taekwondo. Uh, Managed to reach the first degree black belt. Um, I love where I came from. I've always had an interest when it came to the martial arts. Um, I've always loved watching the kung. I guess I got hooked into martial arts when I watched kung fu theater at night. Um, Growing up, you would see the different. I'd stay up watch comedy classics. Either Laurel and Hardy one night or the Three Stooges another night. Um, but then it would bring in and then after that they would do late night kung fu theater, which they would run two of the early classic kung fu theater movies that were made a long time ago, which you unfortunately, those ones kind of stereotype people, but as it's become, we don't want to stereotype because everybody's different. Everybody is. That's the one good thing about martial arts. You can be. It don't matter your size, your background, you know, gender, what it is. It's all about the camaraderie, the learning to develop your own skills and how you would do things in martial arts. And it really sets things a tone and part for things um, when you do it. I mean, sometimes some people pick things up quick and fast. Others take time to, and you have to. One thing that you have to understand is martial arts. It's something that you always have to constantly practice. It's like any sport. You want to get good at a sport, you constantly have to practice. How do you do that? You develop discipline. You just develop respect for the sport, for yourself, for your teammates, for your fellow team, for your fellow competitors, um, and the general in a whole as a sport. No matter what the sport is, you have to respect and honor that, and that's the big thing about the martial arts is the fact that it develops honor, trust, respect, discipline, and if you can balance that, you can balance life. It's a good way to balance life by helping you focusing on the things that you need to. It's not just martial arts. I mean, when you're in this training area and you're training, then you need to focus on what skills you're doing that day and doing what you need to at that moment. But not outside of the training area. If you're trying yourself to really focus on what you're doing, you can train yourself to really focus and and take in every aspect around you of what you're doing, what you're saying, how you're treating people, how are you respecting people, how are you reacting to people, how are you doing things, you know, um, obviously, because as a martial arts student, you always want to give your 100% best in everything that you do. Um, so, and that's the thing. When you give you your best, you get it. So for me, it's that love of the respect, the honor, the discipline, focus, and the maturity. And if you keep working on those things, the maturity level that you gain out of the martial arts transform you in the rest of your life and how you balance things in life. How life is not, life gives everybody bumps in the road, whatever you want to call it, bumps, hurdles, train tracks. But how you handle that stuff, you know, is totally different. Some people sometimes get in train wrecks because they can't handle things because they just don't know how to stay focused. With a martial art, we all, when you're focusing on something, I'm not saying we make the best decisions all the time or the smartest decisions all the time, but we focus on what we do and how whatever we stick to one course, and whatever that course is, we can alter it or change it during the as we're doing it, but we stay focused to get the thing, and that is to finish whatever we're pursuing or whatever we're doing to the best of our ability of 100% of what we're doing. So for me, the the martial arts is refining of who you are, what you are. It and everybody is different. You know, you it fits you and molds you on how you believe, how you think, how you act, how you walk. Um, and I will tell you, even as a martial arts student, from time to time, you lose your way at time. I will say over the last several years, I probably lost my way, but I'm working on getting back that focus and that discipline. Um, Obviously, I need to get back into working out physically because I'm working out physically. My mental status will be better. My focus will be better. And in times, even my attitude, because then I will look at it like, man, this is tough, but how do I deal with it? How do I get through the situation? So, and that's what brings me to the love of the martial arts. In this case, Taekwondo, which is the big one. But again, my main love is Taekwondo, but I have a love for all of, I love the style of the Brazilian Jiu Jitsu. I love the style of the Aikido. You know, there's some things I love about Aikido. Obviously, I love certain things about Shogun, um, certain things, and we're gonna just through time we are gonna discuss some of those things. So the basic is, and especially if you join us over on Discord, you'll see that there's what I call a training dojo. That's where you'll see the live stream videos, um, you know, videos of talking about the different in, instruments that we use, from a bow staff to talking about different types of self defense to me actually demonstrating it. You may even see me do a workout from time to time on the studio, about a 5-10 minute, no more than a 5-10 minute video at max doing that. But you'll see me doing some stretching. We'll talk about stretching, how proper it is stretching when you're doing things like that. But we are also going to look at the different cultures from where the different martial arts come from. In this case, like Taekwondo, it comes from Korea. Well, we will talk about the history about it, and we will talk about how it ties in with Korea, and which is the birthplace of Taekwondo. Obviously, we will talk a little bit more, and as I go, you'll find out a little bit more of my background and how I've learned some of this stuff, and that comes through the study of my Taekwondo. Um, but obviously, it's the love and joy. It brings out the best. If they can bring out the best of you, then that is the best. Um, we all have to discover our love for things and what brings the best out of you. Um, Obviously for me, it is the love of my passion of my martial arts, the passion of what I do, and obviously what it does. Um, so I am glad to see. Hopefully, we'll get some people in here. I know I don't have no one in chat right now, but hopefully we'll start getting some of the people to come in. Hopefully, we'll get some others I do want to grow this community. Um, Obviously, but obviously you will get to see where things are coming, and we will work on things. We will deal with things, um, and so it's going to be fun. It's going to be growing, and I do hope that. And honestly, I may even do some events. I may even do some live events through my Discord server. So, hopefully, maybe you guys will want to come over and see what's going on and have fun. Um, but, but but other than that, I mean, it's just going to be a simple channel. Now, I do also there is going to be growing stories called DC's Journeys. It's going to be about a fictional. I do hope that I encourage you to check out those stories. They're going to be fun. Obviously, right now I'm in the early stages of DC's journey and beginning of his life. Um, Obviously, uh, this character is in conjunction with another channel called the Wifey Led Marriage. Um, I do hope that you guys will check it out because that actually will cover a few years of DC and his background going to and then this thing it has to do with Vinewood School. Again, it's that's all fictional. Um, but it is, my character ends up. You'll see in the next couple of stories of where my if you look at my first story to where I'm at now, in a couple of more weeks over as I release a couple of next stories over the next couple of weeks, you guys will see where DC ends up. Um, and then that'll in season one because I do want to plan on doing some short videos on a couple of histories of the different martial arts over the next couple of weeks. Most things will come out on Wednesday at 6 p.m. Um, that'll be the one thing that's consistent with this channel. It'll be Wednesdays at 6 p.m., whether it's a live or a video, or it may be something I just post in this Discord. But unfortunately, you do have to be a member of this Discord to be accepted into the school, as I call it. Like I said, I've got one that kind of helps me with things. Um, and I do look forward to seeing the others. But so it's all good and it's all fun, and I love to see. I look forward to seeing where this channel is going to go, and it's growing. Um, and again, I encourage you guys to see things going as it is. And hopefully, you guys will want to learn and grow. Hopefully, learn a little because we will talk about some terminology from the different. I mean, obviously, there's the Korean terminology I'll be okay with, but when it we'll have to find ways to when I do talk about the eh, different martial arts. And I apologize, guys. I worked 13 hours yesterday, and I definitely wanted to get this stream in today for this channel to get it kicked off. Um, and but I do know that as it is, that's what it is. It's the love of my thing. And now, like I said, there will be videos that will be posted into the training dojo if they're training. Um, and actually there's a general chat. There will be some photos that eventually I hope to be posting. Um, I mean, obviously, you definitely want to make sure you understand the rules. But I do encourage you guys to check it out. Come join us and have fun. But again, it is what you make of it, and it can bring if you let it. Martial arts can bring out the best of you, and it can help you focus on what you got to do and what you need to do. And sometimes it's not always. Sometimes the road is not always the easiest, and sometimes you have to be a warrior to handle that road. If I can tell you, I've had times in my life where I would have easily given up on a lot of things, and some things I have given up. I'm not going to lie. There are things that I have given up on. I wish I hadn't. Um, you look back and then you feel you're defeated, but you know what? You can't live in the past. You have to move forward to the future. That's when you regather yourself, refresh yourself, reset your mind, re-get that balance in your life. Um, because the one thing about it is life has got to have a balance. You've got to have time to relax for yourself. You've got to have time to refresh. You obviously, you obviously, you've got to work at things, whatever the situation is, a job, um, maybe, a household, family, friends, school. You got to make time for all those different things, but there's got to be a balance because if you get one that's outweighing the rest of it, it's like a teeter totter. If you got one person on one end of the teeter totter and no one at the other end, that one person that's on the end of the teeter totter is going to weigh it down. Well, that's like life. It's going to weigh you down if you don't balance life, and it takes hard work, dedication, focus, and discipline. Um, and obviously, and you have to work at developing that. And you can do that even as an adult. You can learn to do that. You just have to think. Sometimes now as you get older, it gets a little bit more harder to do. But obviously, it is what it is. But it it really is a thing. So it so all I can tell you is that that's basically what the channel is going to be about. Like, um, and we'll talk about more of as we get some good topics. Now, I don't know what the first topic will. Probably next week, the first topic will be about Korean history and a little bit of Taekwondo, and we'll thing because it is unique. And a lot of people that love martial arts, the one thing about Taekwondo, because of the flair for its unique kicks, makes it one of the ones to step out. And we will talk about using Taekwondo for self defense on the street because it can be used, but you got to know the difference of being when it's time to use the flare kick, the flare of the high kick, the flying side kick, and things like that, versus kicks and you know hand techniques that will actually work on the street for self defense. So we will be talking about that as well. Um, and it's all good. I mean, and if you love that, then I hope you will come and join us each week, um, and ask questions. Hopefully, join the community, um, and just be a part of it. It's all free. It's all good. It's all fun, and with respect and honor. I do hope to see you all real soon, and may you all have a good night. And what I'm doing here, guys, I am bowing. That means I'm respecting you guys that come in and watch and all that. Um, it's like doing a handshake in there. When you bow to somebody, that's the same thing as doing a handshake. You're showing respect and honor to that person. With that being said, guys, have a great night, and we'll see you soon. Bye bye.